Yeah, okay. You guys can get on your alts. Like, I'm gonna do it on all my characters right now. Overexposures and raises worse. Sabotages, yeah. It's like the way that I explain things in raids is that I tell people the minimum amount of information. Like, what is the least amount of information that I can tell you that will get the point across? Let's stream typing their main language. Yeah, but like, I'm not going to, like, you if somebody doesn't have it in their main language, like, then they're not really your audience. Like, you have to explain things simply. If it's in somebody else's language, that's a completely separate thing. Fire bad, don't stand in it. Yeah. Go left, move out of the fire, hit the ad. Very simple. There's these guys. We gotta go kill them. Yeah, it's like you don't need to you don't need to tell people like what happens if they don't kill the ad. Like, it's irrelevant because they just need to know to kill the ad. Why they have to kill the ad doesn't matter. Just kill the ad. Alright. Let's go, guys. We'll start summons and do it again after this. So it's just saying if you were speaking English as fluent you, I'd be able to shorten my response. Yeah, but like, oh yeah. Well, going back to what you're saying, like, do you see like how, like, ultimately futile that is with like gamers like unironically rising up and like saying like we don't like pay to win, because like obviously Diablo Immortal's a huge success. It's massively popular, and a lot of the negativity for it will just fade, and Blizzard will continue to make money, and they'll just keep making more games like that. Like, that's just what happened. This point people fell for this? I mean, it is what it is, man. We're gonna do it again, so if you don't get this kill, it doesn't matter. Was it V? Alright, here we go. Give me the mount. Okay, I guess I'll just hearth out. And who can invite my alts? Will you continue to play them? If they're good content, yeah.
Can I help you?
Nesta doing shady shit than the mobile game, to be honest. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, who can invite my alts? Yeah, if there's somebody who I have like on my friends list, or I'm not sure if I like recognize any names here. Fairly sure content about Diablo made a massive amount of player quit it. Well, what I'm saying, like, okay, so let's say Like, theoretically, I made Blizzard... What up, S-Fan? Theoretically, I made Blizzard lose $1 million. That's a lot of money, right? But it's not whenever they're making $1 billion. It's 0.1%. So it's a matter of perspective. People watching you are never going to spend money on Diablo Immortal. Yeah. So can I actually do this this mission here right now? Let me see if I can. Oh, I can. Nice.
You would make quite the suitable vessel.
Can you guys invite me, please? Wild animal on Kel'Thuzad. And just keep the group finder on and just keep inviting people.
The houses are launching coordinated assaults. We need their battle plans if we are to mount a defense.
$1 million is 90% of something child will never see, though. It's still a lot. You just, like, that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. Am I gonna do the 1 month completionism thing after Final Fantasy? Probably not. No, it's not really like super good content.
We need heavy artillery to repel our foes. Help our troops ready our weapons.
Old school RuneScape proves Zach wrong here. Fight isn't futile. Fight against pay to win. The fight against pay to win isn't futile in RuneScape. Can't you buy gold in RuneScape? I guess I'll just do this later.
I cannot be defeated.
How long does it take for this thing to respawn? I can give you an actual explanation, but will you read it? Well, I mean, do you need to? Like, it's simple. You can spend money in the game. You can spend real life money and get in-game resources that you can use to advance your character. Is that true or not? Yes. Okay. All right. Well, then there we go. Okay. No. How's it not true? Let's see. Everybody, let's see if we can find another server where this thing is up. Not when this happened before OSRS released. Well, no. It's like... It's a very simple question. Like, I think that you're obfuscating. Oh, it's already up. Great. One guy said no. No, that's the guy that was bringing it up in the first place. That's why I responded to him. OSRS 3 had pay to win. Players thought OSRS came out. Yeah, but now OSRS has pay to win, so... I mean... Shit. You know, I mean... Shit. Yeah, like 10 years later. Okay. Okay. So it ultimately had no effect. I'd still fight for those last years. Okay, so it didn't do anything. Better than nothing. Well, I think the reality is that like gaming has just changed over the last 10 years. So like the gaming landscape was a lot different 10 years ago. So of course fighting against it 10 years ago might have been a little bit more effective, but now people are more conditioned into it, and I think this might not be something that people want to hear, but it's true. All right. Give me the mount. Tell me one day of free isn't better with one day of deal with it. I'm not going to devote my life to unpleasantness just to stave off pay to win for another day. I don't want to do that. It's a waste of my time. Yep, you guys can keep making groups. Keep inviting more and more people. I'll just come back and do this. Okay, invite Asmongold. Congrats on Famu. Thank you, man. Streamers like the #1 target for pay to win. Why wouldn't they enjoy it? Well, I think that what people have to realize is that like a streamer's goal is not to make gaming better, it's to make good content. So for example, it can be better content to do pay to win content because people want to watch it happen. So like trying to get streamers to like not support pay to win is like kind of weird, because if it's beneficial for like their stream, well then they're gonna do it. It's just that simple. Do you think questioning and resistance about abortion laws or wars would be influenced by people? Well, so it's not an extreme comparison because it's not a comparison at all. The reality is that who can I give lead to just for all the time? Yeah, Feta, can I give you lead because you have a short name and you're on the same server as me? And can you just like manage inviting people? Okay, thanks. Just invite anybody who tries to join. So like the difference between like, let's say something like a you know, like a political issue, like abortion or I don't know, like anything, is that you're in a democracy. So the way that you solve a democracy problem is that you vote against it, or you vote for people that will advocate in that direction. That's the way it works. So you compare that to a pay-to-win game, and in a pay-to-win game, if somebody spends $10,000, that's 10,000 votes. If you spend $0, that's 0 votes. And the reality is that a lot of people vote way harder than you do in these pay-to-win games, and so their votes count way more. You see how that's different? Whales are lobbyists, basically. That's actually really funny. I never thought of that. That's clever. Steve, I don't 100% agree. Do you not agree because you don't think it's true, or do you not agree because you don't want it to be true? Because I think that's what it usually is for people, is people don't want that to be the case, and so they assume that it's not, but it clearly is. I agree in the sense that your voting system works. The voting system absolutely works. While there are some times that, you know, you vote somebody in and things don't necessarily happen, I think that many cases, you know, a simple majority, like a, you know, a 51% majority on something, usually doesn't result in a lot of like it doesn't always result in having what you want to have happen. But if you have a lot of people, like I'm like a super majority of people, then it will happen. There are people in Wyoming of more saying people in New York, California. There's always going to be nuances to it, but I think that the point still remains that if enough people vote on something, it will happen. I think there's a lot of times where people think they're the majority of something, but it's actually a lot more divided than what they might imagine. I think you can look at abortion, for example, is that, like if you looked on social media, you would think that, it's the same thing with Trump, right? Is that if you looked on social media, you'd think that nobody wants abortion to be illegal, and that like, you know, the Supreme Court's just completely acting out of like fucking, you know, some like weird, outdated fucking Christian ideals, and you know they're subverting the you know the court and all this stuff, right? But the truth is that if you go down and you actually look at like what the polls show, like there's a good 40% of people, like 35%, somewhere closer around there, that actually don't like abortion and are glad that it's illegal. And 35% of people was a huge number. No mounts. All right, let's go do it again. Like you think about like how big of a number 35% of people is. That's like literally over 100 million people. But like if you go over to social media, you would think that it's like 85 or 90%. And I think this happens a lot where social media gives people a very distorted view on reality. Okay, Fed, I sent you an invite, I sent you a message. Thank you. Some out there, 35% people don't agree. It's about enforcing their views on the rest of the population. What I'm saying is if that 35% was 3.5%, there would never even be a question. All I'm really getting at is that the people that really want something, like, it's very hard to get something whenever only, think about it like this. Like most presidents, like a lot of times they don't really get what they want to do done. Like even things that they want to do, I think, don't get done in a lot of cases. And one of the big reasons for that is that they get elected by, you know, no more than ever like 55% of the voting population, which is also like that's not even, I think, like, what is it, like 60%, 70% of people vote? I'm not really sure. But like that's not even half of everybody in the country. So whenever you get elected for something like that, there's a ton of people that did not elect you. Not making any kind of sense? Am I not making sense, or am I not agreeing with you? Voter turnout 2020 62%. Yeah, and I think 2020 was the highest ever. These mail-in ballots won't happen again. I think that anybody who thinks that the election was stolen or rigged is on copium. The fact is, like, you know, the mainstream media successfully painted Donald Trump as responsible for COVID, and COVID affected everybody, and people didn't like COVID, and so they didn't vote for him, or they voted him out. It's, I don't know, it's not that complicated to me. They were crying about the election 2 years ago? Yeah, they still are. Is there proof that the election was rigged? I don't think so. I've looked at a lot of the proof and I think that it's stupid. It's not rigged. I mean, I'm sure that there were some people that falsified votes. Sure. I mean, it probably happened on both sides, and it's probably happened in every single election. Like, I think the only election it wasn't rigged was the first election ever. And then after the first election it was ever held, the people that lost that election thought to themselves, well, fuck, we're not going to let this happen again. And then they tried to rig the second one. And every other election after that, in the entire history of fucking humankind, has been fucking rigged. Of course people are going to try to play, you know, play these sides and do this stuff. It's just common sense. That's why we have all the protections to make sure that it happens as little as possible. And I think that honestly, you know, you could even say, like, maybe the, you know, maybe Biden got more vote, or, you know, Trump didn't get as many votes as he should have. But I think that regardless of, like, all the tampering, none of that resulted in a change in the outcome. Like, the outcome of the election would have been the same. Anything of gerrymandering? There's nobody who likes gerrymandering. Open to say you voted for? I voted for Trump in 2016, and I didn't vote for either one of them in 2020. Thank you for the bot. They're both trash, yeah. It's just too much bullshit. Come on. Give me the mount. Oh my god, bro. 2 people got it. What the fuck? God damn. Yo, grats, boys. I did not get it right. No, I did not. Okay. Let me go back over to your face. You ever looked into Trump's policies versus tweets? I've looked at some of this stuff, yeah. I mean, like, maybe you know more about it than I do. But I think that if you want to talk about a person who's, you know, looking at his policies or anything like that, I mean, shit. It's just, I think the tweets matter. Like, the tweets absolutely matter. If somebody's going and popping off like that all the time, it's really bad. The tweets were all he did, he would have won a second time. There's a lot of things about it. Like Greek popping off on Twitter. Greek's been going wild, man. It's funny to see. Oh, I just messaged you, Feta. Alright, just invite me. Or just summon me over there, if you guys can. Cupped up with the week, how far did they go? I mean, just like the usual, like counterculture, disagreeing with the, with like what people generally think. Yeah, I don't know. I see you and Greek talking, I want it for a while, big portion of the reason I watch Twitch. Yeah, I don't have a problem with, unironically think the Earth is flat. Well, the thing is, like, as I've said, like, anybody who thinks that the Earth is flat, like, they have not arrived at this conclusion logically. Like, this was not a logical, you know, I've looked at research and decided this. That's not it. You should take your power seriously as a farm community and how you want to be. I know I'd support you, majority here would do the same. I think that you're on copium and you don't know what you're talking about. Like, I tried to get people to stop doing this. Like, it just doesn't work. Like, just, like, it's not reality. It's not the way the world works. It's not how anything works.
Ooh, take some real stones to challenge the mistress of illusion.
But yeah, like, I think that there's a lot of people like Greek and, other young guys. And I think that what they look for in somebody like Andrew Tate, or they look at somebody like Jordan Peterson, or like any of these like self-help gurus, like Ty Lopez, I don't know, like a lot of them. And so knowledge, yeah. Well, I think that a lot of these people are looking for like a dad, or they're looking for like an older brother to set them straight. I think that's something that a lot of guys don't really have. And so whenever they see, you know, somebody like that that talks and they're just like really, you know, aggressive with how they say things and all that stuff, I think that has like a certain appeal to a guy like that. Because there's also like, especially a lot of guys that don't grow up with like a strong father figure or whatever. Their view on like what masculinity is and like being a man is usually through the lens of like action movies or something like that. Like that? Yeah, that's what I think happens, right? Tate's wannabe, Jordan Peterson's actually thoughtful. Like, I don't... You're missing the point, right? You're just missing the point. Like, all of these people are... Like, you shouldn't really listen to somebody and just, like, take everything they say as gospel, regardless of who they are. But, anyway, like, the point is that, like, a lot of these guys, they see somebody like Andrew Tate, who is, like, really successful and, like, you know, what a lot of guys view as, like, being, like badass, right? I mean, just, he says whatever he wants, he just does whatever he wants, and that's all there is to it, right? And a lot of guys want to be like that, or they want to be able to act like that. So, like, whenever they see somebody... Oh, we got another guy got the mount. Whenever they see somebody who does that, No, 2 people. It's like really inspiring for them because they, like, that's what they want to do. That's what they want to be. Overthinking it, methamphetamine is very clear to me. Well, yeah, but like everybody who else that follows them and like follows that kind of stuff isn't, like, I mean, are they all hooked on meth? I mean, that sounds a little bit stupid. I don't think so. People are actually backing this Andrew Tate guy? Well, why are they backing Andrew Tate? It actually makes a lot of sense. It's because Andrew Tate is successful. People want to be successful, and so they're backing a guy who's successful. This is the last one I have. Yeah, he's a real G. Yeah, exactly. Like, he makes a lot of money. He's, like, you know, relatively good-looking guy. He's successful. He's physically fit. You know, he has girlfriends and he has status. That's what guys want to have. So, that's why people back him, is because he is what a lot of guys want to be. It's that simple. World champion kickboxer? Yeah. Shitty outlandish opinions that Giga Chads love to listen to. I think that the advice that Andrew Tate gives people, that is, and I'll probably watch part of the podcast tomorrow on my stream. And probably a lot of it just to talk about the whole thing. And he's successful because he sells a fantasy. Well, he's successful because he sells an idea. It doesn't matter if it's a fantasy or a reality. Like, it doesn't have to be real to be successful. Do you think he's trolling at some god tier level? No, I don't think so. I think that he probably plays things up a bit on camera, for sure. But, like, that's generally what he thinks. Producing tidbits of good advice with a bunch of bullshit. Well, I think this is the, this is what it is, right? Is you have somebody like that, and everybody looks at this guy and they see, like, man, this guy is already, like, really successful. He's like, he's what I want to be. I think in general, like, a lot of the things that Andrew Tate says that are just in reference to, like, how to live your life are probably not that bad of advice. It's really not that bad of advice. Sure, like, all this is okay. The only advice that I've heard from him that's, like, bad is, like in relation to women. Underestimate the influence and power you possess. Making a difference of saying would and saying it could be done. It can't be done. Like, take somebody who is an expert on influence. It's literally my job. Like, I'm telling you, you can't do it. Well, you could do it. I mean, you probably could do it. And you would probably get banned in the process or something like that. Like for example, like the spit thing. The spit thing was it was like genuinely effective. It had to have been effective, or Blizzard wouldn't have got rid of the emote. Like, why would they get rid of that emote specifically in Burning Crusade first if it wasn't a specific response to all of the people talking shit, right? And like getting mad. Yeah, and it was before they got rid of it before they got rid of the N-word. But like, if I kept doing that, what would have happened if Blizzard just banned my account? Like, theoretically. Nothing. Like, I have no recourse. I can't do anything about it. And then what? Does he cause toxicity? Yeah, exactly. I think the people that think about this kind of stuff, they think about it only in like an idealized way. That's depressing as fuck. Well, I'm not talking about if it's depressing, I'm talking about if it is. Depressing is just like, who cares? Like, this is what it is. Alright, here we go. Next time for sure. Thanks for helping, guys. I appreciate it. Where's my Hearthstone? Can I get a portal to Orbos? Oh, no, I can't. There's no... Oh, there it is. I'm dumb. I thought that was a Garrison Hearthstone for a second. Okay. I'll go and do Geiger on this character too. I think I unlocked the anima thing. If not, I'll go and unlock it. Where's the fucking vendor? I don't know, it doesn't matter. This should show PP, it's /bit's not gonna change it, silly Blizzard. Well, the reason why they got rid of it was obviously because of the, I don't know, man. Like, I think it was obviously because of the store mount thing. Like, 100% that it was because of the store mounts. Because of me? Yeah, I think mainly because of me. And McConnell. /bit removed from retail to just TBC? Both. I just hope I get this fucking thing, man. Holy shit. To be fair, they're removing and changing a lot of emotes. They were, but don't you think it's odd that they decided to do that one first?
The houses are launching coordinated assaults. We need their battle plans if we are to
Last time you washed your
defense.
hands? I had to take a shower today. So I effectively washed my hands in the process of that. Okay. Show me the sanctum. Oh fuck. I don't have any anima. Oh, there we go. Great. Okay. I'll log over back to him in a bit. Faustus, I'll probably do the same thing with him. Just want to vomit, not showering. There was one time, like, I threw up in the shower, and, like, it was there for so long, it started to smell like smoked barbecue. And I didn't know why. Like, I was like, why is it like every time I go into the bathroom, like I smell smoked barbecue. And cause like I never would use the shower. And cause we didn't have hot water. We couldn't afford hot water, so like I just never used the shower at the bathtub at all. And basically my mom wanted to get new shower curtains, and I pulled out the old shower curtains and I realized that like there was a bunch of like puke from like 5 years ago, that was where the smell was coming from. And it had like melted the bottom of the shower curtains with like the acid. Your mom never noticed? No, she used another bathroom. She didn't use my bathroom. It oxidized, yeah. This is why you have to live alone. Yeah, as I said, no mere mortal can live with Asmongold. What made you puke? Ironically, actually, I was thinking about this the other day. It was actually pizza. Like, basically, I got so sick. Like, before then, I would get, like, you know, I was like 19 at the time, I think. Somewhere around there. And, just a second. Anima conductor. Okay, great. So that's... Oh, wait. It's this one, right? Yeah, okay. Great. Alright, so remind me to go back and do these. If I have to. And this one's already ready, so I'll go do him now. I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Oh. Where'd you go? I had to take a shit. Alright, so let's see. Okay, this is empowered. Alright, let's go kill Geiger again. But yeah, anyway, so I got really, really sick. This is like in like 2009. And I remember like I got sick like immediately after I ate pizza. And it was like a pizza place that I had gone to for like years, and like I love going there, obviously, it was great. And so anyway, I got food poisoning. It was like so fucking bad. And then I went home and I like, you know, I threw up, and like I couldn't stop throwing up. I was just like super, super sick. And for like 6 months I had to sleep sitting up. 100% had to be, no, it was not CC's. Anyway, so I got really, really sick that night, right? I was like just like super sick, and like I couldn't go out or like do hardly anything. I was just like completely fucked. And that was the case for like 6 months or so, and then it kind of went away. And I never got sick again after that. Like until like really probably a couple of days ago, which was ironically pizza again. For 6 months? No, I not for 6 months, no. Okay. So that's how to spawn them. Alright, boys, fingers crossed. Please give me the mount. What? Okay. What else do I need to do? Oh, I can actually get exalted with Zeroth Mortis today, I think. Did you get sick again? No, I mean, like, I've had just like a residual amount of food poisoning, but I'm not really sure like how much of that is because of food poisoning and how much of it is because of just like stress. It's probably a bit of both. Okay. So yeah, let's go get it done. Okay. Knock these out. Is there a way that I can complete this quickly? It's 5% per rare? No, it's not. I mean, I don't think so, man.
Could you obtain some for us?
PvP weekly gives 35% completion. Is the PvP weekly hard to do? Okay, that's done.
Our little friends will be delighted.
So each rare is 5%. Like, I feel like that's not true. I'm gonna try to kill this rare and see how much I get. Looks like, oh, somebody already did kill him while I was not looking. Okay, so what else do I need to do? Treasures of Zereth Mortis. Okay, so I still need to do that. Intros is like 20%. Do I get that credit whenever I'm in a raid though? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll go do it. Why not? Do you think Blizzard should add more secondary stats to items? Yeah, I think that they need to have a lot more items that have like special bonuses to them and stuff like that. Yeah, 100% they need to do that. I think you need to have like more items like Deathbringer's Will, and just like in general like more badass trinkets to use, and just like badass items in general. Okay, so wait, oh my god, why are there this many cloaks? What? You can buy them on auction house? Oh, they're BOE. Okay, that's fine then. And then here's all the mounts. Let's go kill this guy.
Well fought. We cannot allow these sacred lands to be scavenged and left in ruins.
Blizzard's so scared of items being relevant in later seasons and tiers. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think that what they're really more worried about is like basically every item that gets added into the game has to be balanced between PvP, Mythic Plus, and raiding. Which is like, think about like what that is. Like PvP is like a very different beast than doing a raid. Oh, it's over here. So guess what happens? You know, that kind of content is a lot harder to do. And it's like, what's easier to do whenever you have to balance across that many verticals? Well, it's a lot easier to just have 2 main stats and that's it. Well, I can't just separate the content and balance it all separately. I don't know. I think there's like negatives to that.
The Devourers have decimated this area. Destroy the
Fissure is
fissures
closed.
and
Okay, where's the
protect its
fissure?
natural
This
state.
one. That's 3. Just wasting since Classic. Yeah, this is my account that I've had since Vanilla WoW. You can close the fissures while mounted? No, you can't. Okay. Stay in the air and you can. Why didn't it work? Where's the Razor link? It's in the panel below.
You have preserved this place for now, but we must remain vigilant.
Let's see, 38%, and yeah, Jibu can link it. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff on sale, like keyboards and mice, and not just like that chair, because the chair that I have is expensive, and so like a lot of people can't afford that. Like you just want a new mouse or a new keyboard or something like that, they have those too. Dailies got 30% each. No, they don't. Okay, so let's see. I'm trying to decide like what I should do. Should I like try to push this and get it all the way done? It's just a lot. CPM off the link. We get like one of the big things for us is like if people just click the link, that's good for us. So I mean, if you want to support the org or whatever, support me. Yeah, just click the link. It's pretty simple. Let's see what this is over here. What is this? I think I already did that. Oh yeah, fuck that. Alright, yeah, I guess I'll go and do... I should probably just like farm honor. Quick line for it? Yeah, that's all. Be honest, how do you like the razor chair? Why did you say be honest? What do you mean by be honest? Because sponsorship? So like, what do you think would happen if I said it was bad? Okay. Just being honest, implication you're not telling the truth and you like the chair? Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. Should have been sitting in a chair. Well, I mean, if the person is gonna look at it from that perspective, like, I'm not gonna try to convince somebody like that. I mean, here's the way that, like, I approach a sponsorship or something like that. Like, I wouldn't try the chair out, like, let me see a way to put it. Like, if I thought it was bad, I wouldn't be sitting in it. Yeah, I mean, I sit in my chair like, you know, at least 12 hours a day. Like, every chair is gonna be different. Previous chair looked comfy as fuck, though. You hate on racing style chairs in the past, but no disrespect, just curious. So basically, my previous chair had 2 problems that I didn't like. 3 if you count it being squeaky. But the 2 problems that it had that I didn't like, number 1 was that I really didn't like how the padding at the bottom of it pretty much deteriorated to the point where I was sitting on the metal base. So that was like a big reason why I had a problem with the chair. And then another problem that I had was the padding in the back, like where I would lean my head back against, was way too like firm. and it was pushing my head forward whenever I would lean back against it, which was giving me like a certain degree of neck trouble. Wait a second, so like where do I go here? Where's the quest? The PvP world quest. It's an ore bus? Oh, okay. I'll make a group for it too. Oh, actually, let me do this. Oh fuck! I have to go do this one too. Okay, I just need 4 people to join. So like those problems were like issues that I had with the chair that was bad. And
Strength means everything to the Maldraxi.
that's really what my problem with the chair was. It was much more that than really anything else. Like that's about it. Like I think if you have a chair that you like I wouldn't say like, oh, get rid of your chair and get my chair. No, you should go with whatever you think is comfortable. But if you're looking for a chair, like, yeah, those are the advantages that I've had with this one. We're not saying gaming chairs are rude. Better find a good office chair. It depends. I mean, like, I got this one that's pretty nice, and I think there's a lot of office chairs that are nice.
This tower is of strategic value to the Maldraxi. It would benefit the cartel greatly to reclaim it.
That's when I got a new chair. Well, I'm just saying, like, people, there's always this fixation some people have in trying to, like, catch me in something. I don't know why. But, like, I don't know if other streamers get that a lot or not, but I get it constantly. And, yeah, it can be exhausting. Why don't you move to YouTube streaming? There's a lot of reasons why I wouldn't move to YouTube. I think the main reason is because they have a requirement that you stream a certain amount of hours, and as you guys know, I like to stream whenever I want and however I want. I don't like to be compelled to do anything. So if there's ever something that I like have to do, I'm not going to like it. I'm not going to want to do it. So I think that's the main reason. Like, yeah, that's why I don't raid or anything like that. Like, anybody who ever thinks that they have, like, a claim on my time, that is going to be immediately dispelled. I make your own rules, to be honest. Well, it depends on, like, what the contracts are, etc. Like, I don't know. This one is a freedom. Yes, I am absolutely a freedom enjoyer. You're right about that. Streaming schedule. Yeah, I'm just not really a very I'm not a very like organized person. I don't like to be, and I think there's always people that try to, like, they want to push me in that direction or whatever, and like it you know, it's an immovable object. Like it's just never gonna happen. That Twitch has mandatory stream times for partners? No, they don't. They only have that for certain partners and certain contracts. I don't have a custom contract with Twitch because Basically, they didn't like the fact that I took a lot of breaks and that I had badmouthed the company a lot, and so
One of the Horde's soldiers has been
they didn't
butchering your allies.
they didn't want to give me a custom contract.
I suggest you remind them of your superiority.
Fuck 'em. It's what I don't really care. I mean, what do you what's this? What are you doing? Yeah, this guy's got a lot of health. I think he might kill me. No, almost. It's a lot of dots, man. That was all my CDs, so if he comes back, he might kill me. I think it was all of his CDs too, though. DKs are pretty insane right now. I don't think DK is very good, honestly. Like, maybe as a Fury Warrior, it's like really easy for me to kill a DK. Okay, now we can go over there.
Mercenary work is not my typical purview, but that is why we are in business together.
I guess don't kill my paladin. You didn't get him, did you? You're good? Okay, good. I was worried he was gonna get... He's good? Alright. Let's get back over to Oribos. Oh, can you stop? Leave me alone.
It is an honor to bear
Go back and take the
torch
port.
challenge.
It didn't spawn.
Use it to light the braziers that call the great houses to the arena. If you are fast enough.
Jesus Christ. Would you switch to YouTube for better money and same lifestyle? I don't know. It depends on how much money they'd pay me. Amber Heard's getting sued again. I'll look at it next time I stream, I guess, tomorrow morning. Okay. Let's go get that one. Supposed to talk about the trial. Damn, I kind of don't care anymore. I mean, the thing is, like, I see it like some Amber Heard or Johnny Depp thing trending like every 3 days or something like that. It's crazy how like people are still invested in it. I think it's ridiculous.
For you, I offer only the finest.
So where's the
May I
quest?
tempt you with my wares? Everything is
Can you guys try and share the quest with me? You are already on that quest. Okay, let me see. Yes, I am. Alright, let's go do it. Protoplasmic thread. I was just trying to get giant to slip. More people who ignore it, the better. I don't know. So, what do you get the thread from? Do you get it from like killing players or just like clicking boxes? Well, that's a lot. Damn, like, bro, nobody fucking does war mode. Look at them all. They're just sitting here. Almost dead. Yeah, that's because world PvP sucks. Like, I know that there's like a lot of these like world PvP Andes that think that it's like so good, but it's like, if it's really that good, why does everybody immediately upon option turn it off? It's because maybe it's not that good. Only BFA war mode felt good. I think that it felt, you know, you want to know the real reason why war mode is dead is because there's no rewards for it that matter. Like, you don't really get anything out of it. Like, who gives a fuck about anima? Nobody cares about getting more anima. In BFA, like, people wanted Azerite power, and so, like, they would farm out more for that. But overall, like, there just wasn't really a lot of advantages for doing war mode. Do you achieve in BFA? Yeah, there was a lot more support for war mode in BFA. That's just the truth. I mean, they put a lot more effort into it. You hype for Wrath? I think people will lose interest in Wrath really fast. I know there's a lot of people who think that Wrath is going to be like huge and everybody's going to like it, but in my opinion, I think Wrath is going to burn out super fast. There's just not the same excitement for Wrath as there was for, actually, I don't know. I mean, like, it's hard to say, like, there's not the same excitement. I think for some people there is. Servers popping off right now, that's without the experience buff or pre-patch. Yeah, I mean, that is a good point. There are a lot of people that are playing the server now. Man, this shit's laggy. I don't know, like, I hope Wrath is fun. Like, I'm not looking for it to... You know, I'm not looking for it to change my life. I just want to have some fun and play a game that I used to play a lot. That's about it. I mean, I don't want to turn it into, like... Classic WoW, people turned it into, like, a religion. And, it just made the entire experience like really weird. To me now, I just want to play the game and enjoy it, and that's about it. Classic content's all about PvP. The problem is that like a lot of that is true. It is a lot about PvP, but the problem is like the PvP is just like effortless Zerg fests, right? You just run in and spam the same button. Like it's not like skill-based PvP. It's like you know, who has more people, or who gets to jump on who, or who uses more consumables. I do think that I think there are some people that really like that a lot, and there's like some value to it, but it also, the problem is like you never want to have a situation where one player has control over another player. That's the really, really bad thing that world PvP sometimes creates. Is like you have people that they like world PvP because they can control another player. You know, they can corpse camp them, or they can like prevent them from doing a quest or something like that, or you know, there can be enough people on the other faction where like that person can't really do much. Like that's not a good culture for a game to have. And like a lot of people that have that happen, well, I mean, that happens for a little bit and then they're done playing the game. Like, because you know, it's like, why would you go and play that game if you could just go and play a game that doesn't have that problem? You know, there's like a lot of games out there that don't have that. Or to loot. Okay. We'll just go back. Yeah, I know it's super laggy. I don't know why. But yeah, I think that the big problem is whenever it becomes like an insurmountable thing. And that's kind of like what happens, is that once like an imbalance occurs, it just gets worse. So like a lot of people don't want to deal with that, and so you know, that's why like a lot of classic servers died in phase 2. Because like, why does like you know, doing BRD is like already hard enough, and like if it takes you like 30, it would take me sometimes like 40 minutes to get to the dungeon. Like I don't want to run for 40 minutes to get to the dungeon. That's not fun for me at all. It sucks. Okay. I think you guys are done too, right? Yeah, I finished mine. I did a few more because I started with... Yeah, okay, good. Alright, let's go turn these in. PvPing was insanely expensive. Yeah, it was. You're right. That's what we all knew at the time. So dungeon camping was fun. I think that, yeah, it's the problem is like whenever you have fun and you have fun at the expense of another person, because like that's like really just not good for, like, you think of it from like the developer's point of view. Like, how is it good for the health of the game that people are actively making the experience worse for other players? Echoing Resolve. Eternal Aegis. Are any of these good? Aegis, okay.
Remember, everything is negotiable.
I should probably get this one upgraded too. Except that you can lose, get killed out of nowhere if you have a PvE server. You don't like the aspect. It's really simple. Well, yeah, and that's my point, right? That's why, like, don't you find it odd that like almost every single classic WoW server has defaulted to being completely one faction or another faction? And don't you find it to be odd that every single time that you go out into the world in war mode that nobody's there? It's because whenever people are given the option, they naturally gravitate away from it. Okay, so this is all done. I should probably do that comp stomp shit, to be honest with you.
I have many wares.
My woman achievements, can't find anyone?
Good
Yeah.
fortune to our friends.
Not everyone, I always have it on? Yeah, but pretty much everyone.
Many deals for a friend of Grumbles like you.
Okay, so...
May your feet find good trails.
like, fighting that DK wasn't that bad, you know. That was like a decent world PvP experience. You know, you're at the world PvP zone, the DK shows up, and it's a 1v1, and he either kills you or you kill him. Oh, I'm only 9% away. Oh fuck, I'll go finish it then. Like, that's actually pretty good. I would consider it good, at least. I'm gonna turn off war mode, guys. And I'll just go finish I'm at 91%. I didn't know it was that much. And after this one, I'll probably do some PvP. I probably should do those Marrowfang runs, actually. Like, that's what I really should do. I should just do 5 of those runs. Ganked once person, stop paying Blizzard, plus $15. Obviously we can't have that. No more ganking. Yeah, there you go. Well, it's also like, I mean, people just make a value proposition of like, you know, what do you think is fun? And somebody is getting killed over and over and over. Like, why would they play that game? Because a lot of times, like, they're getting killed by somebody who's like way more experienced than they are. They're way better at the game. They're just getting fucking dicked on. Absolutely getting dicked on. And like, nobody wants to get dicked on. So it's like, you have a place where people are just like, they're losing, especially like whenever you're talking about like having multiple people. Just personal at that point. Well, I think that a lot of people just make a you know, they make a, you know, it's a value decision where it's like, am I getting my value for my time here? And it's like, whenever you're put in a situation that's non-consensual, that has somebody who is, you know, way better than you are, that just beats you and you don't have a chance, like, this isn't necessarily going to be a fun game for you. And like, I used to gank people all the time. Like, I would do it constantly. That's how I know. Like, I know it's fun. It's really fun. But it's just that the fun is also at the expense of another person, and so it's not a surprise that, you know, casual players don't want to put up with it. I don't think losing PvP makes you quit. Most people quit at any chance anyways. Well, what do you think the logic is? Like, it obviously does. I think that you can say the same thing that happened with Fortnite too. Where like people, like a lot of people, like you would get beat by people in Fortnite, and it's like you're not even remotely close to being able to beat this person, right? They're just like so much better than you are. So yeah, there's a lot of people that are just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go do something else. Yeah, skill gap's too big, exactly. Years of the game, other people never leveled engineering before. Yeah, exactly. So like whenever the skill gap in a game gets so big, it actually becomes bad for the game. I think the same thing happened with StarCraft 2. I feel like there's also maybe even an argument that like the same thing happens in like an abstract sense with I'm stuck in combat. Dude, like every rare is up. What the fuck? That's crazy. Oh, I need to do this. There's apparently a cloak that I need to farm. From feasting. I had World PvP after flying mounts introduced. There was a significant upbeat in camping. I actually think the opposite. I think that flying mounts made it harder to get camped. Like nowadays, like trying to camp somebody is like way harder because they can just get on a flying mount super fast. I wonder if that was actually an upgrade. See if I can get this recipe. This one's actually like camped all the time because it drops a toy. I'm surprised it's just sitting here. It's a lot of damage. Faction system usually means there's no risk and reward, so I prefer a factionless karma system. Well, I think that, like, again, whenever you give people the ability to impact another player's experience, you do oftentimes, like, open up the window for that type of, like, toxic ganking, like, harassing behavior. And, again, like, I know it's really fun for a lot of people to do that, but I think it's just, you know, you could say it's bad for business, right? It's not really good for a game. Another quest? Yeah, I am. Negativity bias makes it worse to those people. Well, yeah, it's like, let's say you've got, like, you know, an hour and 45 minutes to play the game. and you log on and you spend 45 minutes just being able to get to where you're trying to go. Like, this is not gonna be fun.
What have you learned today?
Okay, I don't have enough. I thought I had more. How many of these do I have? So I need 2 more. Spawn camping, but you can revive on death, 30-second invincibility timer, and do 2 casual. I think the best option is to just do something like war mode, where people that want to do that stuff, they do it, and people that don't, they don't. It's pretty simple. So gamers aren't emotional maturity though? Well, I don't think this is really a gamer problem. I think most gamers are okay with PvP servers, right? I think it's mainly just like an average person problem. Because like this, it's not really something that is okay, here we go. Wait a second. No.
We all have our
Oh my
burdens to
god.
bear.
It's 10% per rare, right? Or 10 per rare, right? That's 11. Alright, let's go kill some more rares. Horror's up on me. Yep, let's do it. We have 7 more rares to kill. Plenty of gamers used to enjoy open world PvP games. As they got older, don't have time or patience for that shit anymore. Yeah, exactly. You get them out from box. Yeah, I just want to get exalted. Okay, let's do this one here. Accuracy's up first. Yeah, the other one below us is up as well. Getting invaded in group play sucks, so I made a mod. Yeah, getting invaded in group play was definitely an L. It's hard to do better than a game that WoW caters to so many. Well, I think that war mode is the perfect solution. Because if you want, you can do war mode, and if you don't want to, you don't do war mode. So you can turn it on and off whenever you want. Risk reward system, respawn makes it hard to do a fight. Well, I don't think there really needs to be a risk and reward. The combat just needs to be fun. Like, people did PvP all the time in Classic because they found it fun. There wasn't really that much of a risk. Like I said, there's no incentive towards war mode. There's not, and that's why. Well, I mean, like, war mode is like the perfect. Sorry, war mode is the perfect paradigm. Like, it's not the perfect system, because you're right, it doesn't have enough of the rewards, but it is the ideal paradigm for it to exist in. Luckily this one dies really fast. Nice. Let's go over here. This guy's up as well. Yuvok, he's closer. Let's just kill him. Place Earth Mortis, they've gotten more and more lazy and they can do better runs or more. Well, I don't think like being lazy is necessarily a bad thing. You know, if people don't want to do the content in the game, then maybe it's a problem with the content in the game. Like, I think there's like this implication that like players being lazy is like a fault of like of the player, but there's also like a big factor where like why is it boring, right? Why do people think that? Why do people want to be lazy? What's this? Damage taken, damage. Oh, fuck. Okay, it's 11 again. I got 3 more. Let's do the bird. I don't want to push an arena because I gotta upgrade my belt for PvP. Yeah. Doing content to schedule my time around WoW. Yeah, I think that's like a big problem with WoW right now is that. Were you farming the rares? Yeah. There's no incentive to do war mode. Well, you have to keep in mind, like, if there's no incentive to do war mode, and the way that like people, like if war mode is not an incentive in itself, like people used to run random BGs because they were fun. I know that might sound crazy, but people would do battlegrounds for fun back in the day. And it was a crazy, weird, messed up, fucked up world, but yeah, people would actually just go and do BGs for fun. Do you have Swiss Spectre really thought about buying it? No, I haven't thought about buying it. I still do BGs for fun. I do sometimes too. Spam random BGs with the boys back in the day in Cata and Mop. Yeah, I did it all the time in Cataclysm. Illustrious Sentinel Sabatons. Oh, I have that one. Let's just kill this guy. The chest is up too. Comp BGs at low levels more fun since people are relatively on the same power. Yeah, I mean, like, I think that BGs are fun. Like, for me, it's like my BG experience is pretty weird because I am a streamer, so like people recognize my name and they'll behave differently around me. Right? They'll like run after me more or like help me or heal me more. And so like the way that a streamer plays a BG is a little bit different. But and I do wish I could just like turn that off and just like play the game like the way I used to, but I'd have to have like a new character for that. Okay, I need, I think, 2 more now. 1 more. One last rare spawn. Let's kill the general. I hate killing the worm. The worm is annoying. So how you're walking out, yeah. That's what happens, right? And like people are just, you know, they're gonna see you and this is for Exalted. Yep, this is my Exalted right here. I know like a lot of people probably got it like way before me, but you know, I've been playing other games and so I'm a little bit farther behind. New crazy thing where they hide your name, it'd be insane though, I think. Yeah, I mean that's the way that like pretty much every other game company handles it. Like I always find it to be weird that like people view like WoW as like, oh well WoW could never do that. It's like, I don't know, like I mean every other competitive game has like a streamer mode. Like I can't really see why WoW can't do that. Farmed Enlightened Paragon boxes? Yeah, I know. There it is, boys. There it is. Alright, now let's go and turn it in.
Eyes alert, wits sharp. They will see the unseen.
I need to do this. This one's also super annoying. 5,000 PvP pet battles. I should just win trade for this. This will be identify you because it's too much context. Oh no, they would be able to see that it was me, but like having a streamer mode, like it's a streamer mode doesn't stop people from getting stream sniped, it just lowers the chance of it happening. That's all. Where's the link for Razer? It's down below. Do you prefer Burger King or McDonald's? I think Burger King has better fries and better burgers. I think McDonald's has better nuggets and better drinks.
Peace, my fellow pilgrim.
Okay, so I don't need this. Don't need that. Conduits, I don't care about this. Honored, very powerful after, I don't care about that. Lens of, okay, so this is, I just buy that for amount. I already have that. It's a toy, I'll buy this. Eternal augment room, I'll buy this. And Tablet of the Enlightened, we'll buy that. And the mount, we will buy this.
Until we meet once more.
What does this look like? That's okay. That's cool. Yeah, it's not too bad.
I have many, many wares.
Okay, let's open up the boxes.
Friend of the Grummels.
Great. Okay, and what, this one? Oh, what'd I get? Nothing. Alright.
I have many lucky doos you like.
Okay, so now I probably should just do BG's. I'll be right back, actually. Okay. Oh, alright. So now, let's see. Oh, you know what? I should probably go try to find these. Because if this realm is, if this one is as dead as it seems, I might be able to get some of these pet battles out of the way. Okay, so it's not here. Mama Bombada. Yeah, the thing is, like, everybody always makes it out like it's a big thing. It's really easy how to get this stuff. You just get it. That's it. There's no, like, master fucking plan or anything like that. You just get the fucking pet. Halo Razor Mouse looks pretty sweet. I haven't seen that one, actually. The sickest mount in the game is fucking badass. Dude, I need to do Arena again. I need to have Grayson. I was gonna do it yesterday, but we had something I needed to do. Green Viperid. Okay, there is no agitated dick boy here. Alright, let's go to the next one. You forgot the mount? No, I'm gonna learn all of them on the mainstream. Okay, it's not here. Let's try to kill this thing. It drops a transmog. How many mounts did you get in the last 3 days? Probably like 10. That's the thing, like, if I just do this, like, if I took a month off of my main stream and all I did was stream WoW, by the end of that month, I would probably be in the top 100 for mounts. Like, I would be actually astonished if I wasn't. Oh, there's one over here. All right. Big dick, let's do it. Who's a bigger fan of Wendy's Chili, you or Wings of Redemption? Probably me. Yeah, I'll be honest. Too watery? No, bro. Like, there's like 3 different versions of it.